Hey everybody, Shortness Crochet here. Today I'm going to show you how to make this mitten. Now this mitten, I know, is small, but my hands are small. So I have done it to the size of my hand. It's probably an adult small is what I'm going to go with because that's what I usually get at the store and that's how it fits my hand. But it is my very own pattern that I've created myself. So let's get started. You'll make a slip knot, just like this. I love the pretzel slip knot. It's the perfect slip knot. It's easy for me to do. Doesn't take too long. So you'll do it just like that. See how that forms a pretzel? You'll take your hook, stick your hook in, put it under the yarn, lift the yarn up, pull on both strands, and you now have a slip knot. Perfect. Okay, then what you're going to do, then you are going to chain 25. And by the way, these are small mittens. If you can see, I have small hands. So you obviously want to adjust that. You know, you may want to make it a little bit bigger. You may want to chain a little bit longer, and that is fine. Once I get that down pat too, I'll put that in the descriptions on my video. Anyways, back to this. Chain 25. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and you don't want to do them too tight, but you don't want to do them too loose either. 23, 24, 25. Okay. Now for row 1, we are going to skip that chain right there. We're not going to put anything in that one. We're going to do a single crochet in the second loop from the hook. So just like that, you're going to put it through, let me back up here. Okay, you're going to stick your hook through the hole, pull the yarn, and you've got 2 on your hook. Now you're going to take 1, you're going to wrap the yarn around, you're going to pull it through both. That is a single crochet. You now have 1 single crochet. Now you're going to do this all the way down the row. So here's 2. I'll do 1 more with you, and then I'm going to leave you to it. Here's the 3rd one. Pull that yarn through the hole, then put the yarn through both holes. See? All right, go ahead and finish that up, and we'll meet back here in just a second. Okay, so I have done almost the whole row, but not completely yet. Now I am on the last 2 stitches in the row. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 more single crochet right here, and this is stitch 23. And then we're going to do another single crochet in the last stitch, 24 stitches. And then you want to pull this a little bit because sometimes that comes undone. It's your little slip knot to keep you, up to par. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, hold on, my camera. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1. Now chain 2. And you're going to turn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a double crochet. I believe in the UK it is called a treble crochet, but we are in the United States, so I'm going to use the United States terminology. Also because again, not a pro yet, so there you have it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a double crochet. So what you do is you wrap your yarn around the hook, just like so. Then you're going to stick your hook in this little stitch right here. You see how they go into a V. You're going to stick your hook right in there, grab that yarn, pull it through, just like that. Now you've got 3 on there. Now you're going to grab the yarn, put it through 2. Now you have 2 on your hook. Now you're going to, hold on, I'm sorry, camera issues here, technical difficulties. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to grab that yarn again and pull it through the 2 hooks, or 2 loops on your hook. Now you've made a double crochet. Let's try that one more time just so I can show you again. I'm going to do wrap around hook, put your hook in this V stitch here, just like so. Pull that yarn through. You now have 3 on your hook. Pull that yarn, go through 2, and pull that yarn again, go through the other 2. Now you have 2 double crochets on your hook. So go ahead and finish that row, double crochets, and we will meet back up at the end and I'll show you how to tie this row off. Okay, I have finished that row and it should look something like this for you. There we go. Okay, now I am on the last stitch though still of that row. We are going to do another double crochet through that loop, pull the yarn, pull it through 2, pull it through the last 2. Now what we do is we do something different than we did the last row. We chain 1, okay? Then we turn and we do a single crochet again. So we're going to do that and just like that. And now single crochet again. There's 2. Now you should end again with 24 stitches. Go ahead and finish that row and we'll meet back up again. Okay, so we have finished that row and now it should look a little like this. I really don't like that my camera is so up close and personal, I apologize. But there it is, right like that. And then what you're going to do, like I said, we are on the last stitch. So we're going to do a single crochet into this, pull it through. Now what we will do is we'll do double crochet, so we'll do chain 2. Turn. Now you're going to wrap around hook, put it through there. Now you have 3 on your hook. Now you have 2 on your hook. Now you've done a double crochet. And let's try it one more time just to show you. And then you've got 3 on your hook, 2 on your hook, and now you've got 2 double crochets. So what you're going to do is you're going to repeat this until you get to row 9 and you will end on a single crochet. And we'll meet back at that point and I'll show you how to do the top. All right. Okay, so now that you've done that, it should look like this. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to have to finish this up real quick. So that's what I'm going to do here. With 2 single crochets, we're going to do this one. And then we're going to do the last one here. It's another single crochet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to compare it to this one. And you'll see it is the same. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1, just like so. And then you're going to fold this thing like this. Now I have in my description, fold it like a hamburger, not a hot dog bun. Because the hot dog bun would be like this. That's not how we're doing it. We are folding it like so. And you want to make sure that your loop is on the end closest to you. So we are going to put this together like so. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, if you'll see, there's rows, so you're going to try your best to do 2 per row, slip stitches. So what you're going to do is you're going to stick that in. You want to make sure you match your corners up as close as you can, so you're going to stick it in right there. And that, pull it through. There's that. You've got 2 loops on your hook. You're going to take that 1 loop up on top, pull it through. Now you've done a slip stitch. You're going to put another one right there, grab the yarn, pull it through, and pull that through, and now you've done another slip stitch. You're just going to keep on doing that until you get down to the row, and we'll meet back over here at the end. Okay, so should look like that so far. Now you're on the last one. You're going to stick your slip stitch in to your last little corner there. Try your best to get it as close to the end as possible so it doesn't flare out at the bottom. And then pull it through, 2 loops on the hook, pull it through there. There you go. And I've got to pull my slip knot again because it's coming undone. Alright, and then what we do is now we are going to fold this to where the seam goes on the inside of the mitten. So just like so. And now we need to move this string out of our way. And what we're going to do, okay, now we are going to chain 2. Here's 1. Okay, so we have chained 2. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go right back down in that same stitch. But we're going to add a little string to it as well. It's kind of stubborn, but you're going to pull that through. And then pull that through. You want to tighten up your string. There is 1. And then hold on. There we go. There's 2. And there's 3. I want to try to go at the top of the single crochet to get your, to make your double crochet. So there's 4, 5, because our chain counts as a stitch. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and last but not least, we've got that difficult one where it's not really a stitch. We're just going to try to fit a stitch in there. It's going to go too far. There we go. 24. And then we're going to slip stitch it to that. You see how that's our first double crochet. We're going to slip stitch it right there. Pull it through just like so. And now we have that row is complete. So now you're going to do just like you've done before. You're going to chain one, and we're going to move on to the next row. Okay, now we are on row 11. We have chained one. So now we are just going to go around our little mitten here, and every stitch put in a single crochet. Just like this. Now go ahead and complete that row, and we'll meet back at the end. Okay, so here we are at the end. I've got one last little stitch left right here. And I'm going to put a single crochet in right in the middle of that, pull it through. There's my last single crochet. And then what I've done is right here in the top of this, slip stitch, pull it through, just like so. There you go. Then what I do is I chain two. Okay, now we're on row 12, and I've chained two here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put double crochets in each knot, or in each loop. And then you got your last little stitch. And don't forget about that one, because if you do, if you do, you'll have a hole kind of in the middle of your mitten. So Always remember to do that. And then we've got our chain 2. At the top of the chain 2, we're going to stick our hook through, put it through, and we're going to slip stitch. And there is that. Now you should have 24 stitches counting your chain 2. And then what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1. Now you're going to continue this pattern repeating row 11 and 12 until you get to row 16. When you get to row 16, go ahead and pause the video right now, and when you get to row 16, go ahead and push play. We'll meet back at row 16. Okay, so we are going to do double crochets into the first 6 stitches. So okay, so there's the first 6. Remember, our chain 2 counts as 1. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 double crochets in the 7th stitch here. There's 1. And then in number 8, we're going to do 2 crochets, or 2 double crochets. These are called increases, by the way. So there's that. Now we are going to skip 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to go, or no, I'm sorry. My apologies. We're going to skip 7 stitches. Wrap around yarn. And into that 16th stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. You want to try your best to keep your yarn as together as you can. And you're going to pull it through 2. Pull that yarn again to make sure that stay close. Pull it through again. So there is your double crochet. And you're going to do 1 more in that same stitch. So there's that. And then in this next one, we're going to do 2 more again. And see how it looks. And then you're just going to keep on going around the row till you've got all your double crochets into there. If you're hearing banging around, it's a nice day here, and those are kids playing upstairs and outside, so that's what you're hearing. And then don't forget the baby stitch. Do your double crochet into that one. And then your chain 2, and then your slip stitching into the top of that chain 2. And there you have it. Now, if you look at the top here, our stitch count is going to be a little different. And we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You're going to have roughly 20 stitches. So, well, 21 stitches actually. Hold on, I think I miscounted. Let me look at this one more time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 21 stitches. That's what you're going to end up with. So, now that we have done that, we did double crochets. We are going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet into each one. So, just like so. Go ahead and finish that row up and we'll meet back at the end of the row. Now we're at the thumb hole. We're not at the end of the row yet, but all you're going to do is your single crochet is going to go into that one, tighten up your yarn, and then your single crochet is going to go into that one, and then into this one here. And then here's our last two single crochets here. There's that, and then into this one here. And there's our chain one. We'll slip stitch into that right there. And there is, thus far, that's what we got. Then we're gonna go ahead and do our chain two, and we're gonna do double crochet. Okay, so now we're on row 19, and we've done our chain two. So now what we're going to do is double crochet into each loop. And now, like I said, we're on row 18. So now what you're going to do is you're actually going to take this all the way up to row 25. You'll end on a single crochet. So go ahead and do that, and we'll meet back here in just a little bit. Okay, so now you should be on row 25. Should have ended with single crochets, just like so there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the yarn now. And you want to leave yourself some yarn to work with. I put in my description that you probably want about 3 to 4 inches. I don't know if that's really how much you want. You just, like I said, you want to make sure you have enough to work with, because what we're going to do is we're going to thread the yarn at the top. So I'm going to take the hook, and you're going to pull your yarn through here, through the loop, pull it all the way through, and then you're going to pull it to tighten it, to secure it. Then you're going to put your hook down, pick up your needle. You want a yarning needle. And you're going to put it through here. Just like so, and then tie it. And then what you're going to do, you're going to take your needle and you're going to put it right, see how it makes a V? We're going to go through the front loops only. So you're going to put it right through here and then pull it through. Now you'll see as I get going that I don't always tug on it and pull on it. But as you're doing it, you definitely want to pull it to secure it. And so the string doesn't get in your way. And you just keep going around until you've got them all looped in there. And see, my yarn's starting to get tangled, so gotta pull it all the way through. Through there. And through that one. You may hear me make some noises. I tend to grunt and groan when I can't get it right. And then now we're at the last one. So now what we're going to do is obviously pull it through first. And then what I like to do is I like to go through this one too one more time, just because if you don't, it seems like you have a little hole. So you go like this, and you're going to hold it all together. Obviously shove it down if it starts bulging and pulling up. Now I'm going to open it up a little bit, and then what you're going to do is you're going to stick your needle through that hole. Oops. Not through the mitten though, like I just did. I want it to go through the hole so you can work from the inside. Mm-mm. Hmm. Now you could definitely, if you wanted to, I suppose you could start this off with a magic circle. So that way you wouldn't have to do this, but this is just another way to do it, you know, so. And I find this is easier. What I do is I do like the plus sign 2 to 3 times. It's good to weave it in in 2 different directions so that it doesn't come apart and create a hole. And I also like to knot it too. Like that right there. And then one more time through here. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties at the moment, sorry. There we go. Okay. Back again. actually we'll go one more time or one more round of it. Just to make sure that we're not going to have any holes at the top. And then all you do after that is you just snip it as close as you can to the project. And that is done. You see, no holes. I'm going to roll it back up just so you can see the other side of it. You can see too how it's a lot better because, you know, nobody can tell what you got going on there. All right, so next we're going to do the thumb hole. All right, for the thumb hole, what we want to do is you want to, see this is the wrist part of my mitten. You want the top part to be closest to you so you can see the thumb hole. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to take your yarn, put it through this hole here. You've got this one and then you've got this one. You want to put it through this one, pull the yarn through, and then you're going to chain 2. Make sure you can get that yarn as tight as you can. You're going to chain 2. Alright. Alright, so we're going to start with single crochets here. It's a lot harder than it looks to keep that stubborn yarn intact. But what you're trying to do is you're just trying to weave, or you're trying to save on weaving, so you just kind of put it in there if you can. And now there's 2 single crochets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then here's our last one. And what I've done here, since it's a stringy kind of thing, done it, trying to find a good spot where it won't make it a big hole. 11, And then our last one here. Okay, so we've chained 2. Now we're going to put it through here, pull through, put it through here and pull through, right through 2, and then through all 3. And there's your first decrease. So now you have 2 double crochets there. This is 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And then if you notice, we have 9 and 10 left. And then we have a little baby stitch. Don't forget that one. So what we're going to do is, this is 9 right here. Oops, no, just kidding. I missed one. No, I didn't. Just kidding again. Like I said, this is still a learning process for me. And that's why I'm just going to post this video. It's a blooper video, but you know what? That's okay. So there is 9. And now here is going to be our last increase, our last decrease. Put it through like that. Put it through that little baby one. Pull it through. Pull through 2. And then pull through all 3. And then there's that. And then you're going to look for the top to slip stitch. And then there's that. Okay, now you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to do single crochet, double crochet, single crochet. And then we'll meet again. Okay, so you should have single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet. So 5 rows. And then when you are complete, do the same thing as we did before. You're going to leave a little bit of yarn, but this time you don't need that much. So you're going to snip it. And then you're going to thread your needle into, well, actually first you're going to pull this through. You're going to do that. Make sure it's tight and secure. So you're just going to pull it through and make a little knot, but not too knotty. All right, and then you're going to put your needle and your yarn on your needle. Which sometimes is a little more difficult, but it's, you know, fairly easy to get done. There's sometimes some yarns are stubborn and flare like that one is. Make a knot, and then you're going to do the same thing as before. Gotta move my hook out of my way, sorry. Okay, so you're going to go right through the front loop again. And count it if you want, or you don't have to, but I like to, because I like to make sure that it's hard for me to tell sometimes where it ends, especially when it's little like this. No, I got. There we go. All right, 9. And then here is 10. All right, and same as before. Like I said, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it just to try to make sure there's no holes, or as least holes as possible. And then we pull it and see how it closes up so perfectly. All right, now we're going to open it back up just a little bit because it's going to be the same as before. You're going to stick that needle through there. So that way you can work from the inside so your seams are covered. Hey everyone, Shortness Crochet here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get new patterns when I put them up. And don't forget to like or comment. And please be kind. Remember, like I said, I am learning. So let's all band together and help each other out instead of criticizing. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time, happy crocheting. Finished product. Doesn't that look cute?